All right, and welcome on into DMS Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. We are here for our Princes of the Apocalypse adventure today. But before we jump into that, do you want to go over our weekly schedule here within the tavern? It is in the U.S. the Thanksgiving week, so things are going to be a little bit up in the air. We are going to have our game tonight, of course. Friday is still. I'm still waiting to find out from my players if everybody is going to be available. But on Saturday, we will be doing, instead of our Strix 7 College of Chaos game, we will be doing an Extra Life one-shot. So join us for that. We're not sure exactly what's going to be the module. I haven't decided yet, but keep an eye out for that. So, and then we will be right back here on Monday for another Princes of the Apocalypse. So, all right, with that, let us go ahead and start our adventure. We have, of course, with us our band of adventurers. Now, when we left off with this, you guys were out and about exploring the Desarian Valley, and had made it up to up in the Somber Hills to the Vale of the Dancing Waters, and over to what was called the Shrine of the Tender Oath. Now, with that, you guys had found that there were some, what's the word I'm looking for? Some not the regular dwarves that you were looking for, taking over this location, and along with an Oni had broken in and were currently trying to take and dig through the ground within the Shrine of the Tender Oath. With that, you fought these imposters, as it were, and you were able, thankfully, to survive this fight, and you managed to take them all out. So let's see here. That is, hold on, I'm getting to the other map here. Okay, there we are. All right, so there is a few things that perhaps you would like to do now that you find yourselves within this large room here within the Vale. Now, just to give another description of this, and I need to change the music as well here. All right, let's see. Let's go to this one. Why not? All right. You, let's see. That is okay. Okay. The temple. Passing through the curtain, you found yourself in the large ceremonial chamber. Steps, rising to a wide alcove in the north wall, where a dais and altar face forward. Along the opposite wall, light streams through a tall, narrow windows. There was a team of dwarves that were pounding on the stone behind the altar with stout tools. And then there was another dwarf as well as an Oni that were the blue-skinned ogre that were watching. So, with that being said, the fight has come to an end. You have managed to take out the Oni as well as the leather-clad dwarf and the other dwarves that were around there. Why don't we go ahead and just kick this off right, and everybody give me a investigation check, please. Oh, there we go. No, these are not the dwarves you were looking for. It's true. It's true. All right. I almost said it that way, but I was like, ah.
Okay. That's what I heard in my head.
it is what I said in my head. So yeah, that works. Okay. So it seems that you guys are doing well, except for the fact that Crash and Moonshine are actually looking on the people. You guys, the rest of you are kind of just looking around. Okay, so you're using your bardic inspiration for that? Okay. Perfect. I'll take that off, and you're actually no longer raging as well. So with that, Crash and Moonshine, you look around, and on the dwarf, on the supervisor dwarf guy, you guys look and you find he carries fragmentary maps and partial journal entries that, when you study them, suggest that the king, Torhild Flametongue's summer palace, could be hidden somewhere behind the temple. Now, these maps and journal entries seem to be genuine. And with that natural 20, I will give you the fact that they are currently digging in the wrong place.
Am I able to figure out the correct place from maps?
That is a good question. But you do get that there is a note here that it was on the Oni, the blue-skinned ogre guy, that says this. There's too much sunlight up here. I'll try the route from the Underdark. Maybe we'll meet in the palace. Rulik. So you get the feeling that the blue-skinned guy's name was the first name on this note, and that someone is trying the route from the Underdark.
There's a route from the Underdark to get to this
supposedly
to this temple.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Supposedly. You do not, however, with the notes that the other guy has, although it is, somewhere here, these notes don't tell you exactly where. It suggests that the Summer Palace could be hidden behind the temple. The maps are true and the journal entries are true, but they're genuine, but they're false. So they're genuine maps and genuine journal entries, but it seems that whoever's journal this is, they were trying to make it so that someone would not be in the right place when they did this. So, however, with that, since you have defeated him and the other minions and whatnot that were part of his group, you were able to explore the rest of the shrine and find the body. You found the bodies of the priests and acolytes in the dormitory. You can make your way back to the other part of the Vale, where you will immediately run into some of the other, the regular dwarves, the ones you're actually looking for. They are horrified to learn what has transpired in the Shrine of the Tender Oath, and they will proceed to hold burial ceremonies for their slain kin, and you are able to be provided safe sanctuary for the evening to get a long rest, and they take care of you and your lodging, as well as food and the like. And it is with that the Shrine of the Tender Oath will be closed for the foreseeable future, as the staff here has been, well, slain, to use a, unfortunate word. But with that being said, you have now officially hung out at the Vale of the Dancing Waters, and you have a long rest, so you can get all of those hit points back that you used in the fight, as well as get to reevaluate and see where and what you would like to do and go from here. So, just as a reminder for the what we're doing here, why we're doing this, you were currently on a mission to find some missing travelers who had left Westbridge, which is to the north, gone down this little red dotted line, over the stone bridge to Bellard, and were on the way to the Summit Hall. However, they have never arrived at the Summit Hall. So you were looking for this delegation that had not arrived since.
So I think we should continue heading north on the Larch Path.
Okay.
And check out the bridge. See if we see anything on the bridge. Then talk to people in Belliard and see if they. I mean, we know they checked in Belliard, so they were there. See if they heard anything and that sort of stuff. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's go to the last place they were seen, which is Belliard, I think. So.
Boxor and I should probably do the talking in Belliard.
Do you know people up there?
No, but I have my position in Boxor by nature of her profession. We can both handle people fairly well.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, with that, you are headed up to the stone bridge. Okay. All right. So, let's see here. Okay. All right. So, with your guide that is still with you, you are able to head up to the stone bridge. Now, this stone bridge is a gigantic stone archway, 2 miles long and 400 feet high, comfortably spanning the widest spring flood of the Dassarian River. Now, it is a sacred site of the pilgrimage for many dwarves. Long ago, the dwarf god Moradin appeared atop the stone bridge to rally dwarves of the Iron Star clan against a horde of orcs. The founder of Belsamir, King Torhild Flametongue, died fighting a hill giant atop this specific stone bridge. Built to connect those parts of the dwarven realm of Belsamir on both the western and eastern banks of the Dassarian, the stone bridge is made of smooth, fused hard granite. It is only 6 paces wide and lacks railings or barriers, so anyone atop it is at the mercy of the wind, particularly in winter. So, with that, thankfully, there is not a lot of wind when you get there, but you are able to cross this bridge, literally cross the bridge, when you get there. So you, it's like, if nothing else, it is just very impressive bridge. And because, let's see, because Andirian, you have worked with, the dwarves and stuff, the history of this bridge, and, you're letting them know, along with your guide, what is, special specifically about this bridge.
Excellent.
All right.
Andorian, are you a follower of Moradin?
No, I am a helm.
But
Okay, I thought someone in our party was. That's the reason I was asking.
Newkit is.
Newkit is a follower of Moradin. Okay.
Newkit.
Okay, I thought so. I thought someone in our party was. Okay.
Yep. And yes, he would also know, this very historic place. Okay. Yeah. So it's very impressive. You see, people on the road, going across, and of course, there's that one guy sitting on the edge fishing off the bridge, because you gotta have that. The one very just chilling. He says hi as you go by, but he's just kind of concentrating on fishing. You notice that he's got like the bucket sitting next to him with some of the he's got a small bucket of bait and then a larger bucket to put any fish he's catching in it. You notice there's no fish in the bucket yet. But he's just sitting there. Yep. Okay. Don't forget yes. The most comprehensive of tours, yes. Of the very obviously just their bridge. Yes. So, all right. With that, you following the path easily enough can make your way to Beliard, one of the more pleasant-looking villages in the Dessarian Valley, thanks to the many trees. It is a market moot for local cattle droves. It surrounds the intersection of the Dessarian Road with the Stone Trail. Now, Beliard is the home to many cattle ranchers whose herds roam the hills around it, particularly to the east. This village kind of offers a public water well, as well as the pond where harnessed horses and oxen can be driven through the water to bathe them, drive off the flies, or even just to let them drink. It's also home to a tanner, a smith, some horse dealers and trainers who keep pretty expensive and extensive stables, as well as an inn, the very vulnerable, popular, and several times expanded inn known as the Watchful Knight, Knight. Now, in talking to some of the locals here, you learn that the inn was originally named for an inoperative helmed horror that stood in the common room, but the creature mysteriously vanished years ago. The innkeeper went missing shortly thereafter. But in recent years, bodyguards and mercenaries formerly active in Waterdeep, along with the Heartland's trade routes, have retired to the town, and their presence kind of makes nearby brigades reluctant to raid the village directly. Because so many big city folk have settled here, rumors persist of a catched treasure buried or otherwise hidden all over the town. But aside from the sack of gold coins that was found walled away behind one of the stores in a chimney, nothing of like big value has ever been found. At least nothing that has become public knowledge anyway. And so you have the chance to spend the night here in the inn, get off the road and off of just, staying in any tents or, bedrolls or whatever that you might have with you. And you can, in fact, talk to some of the the locals in trying to find this missing delegation. As the last place they were seen was in fact within the Watchful Night.
Well, I think we should go to the Watchful Night and check with the staff as well as any regular patrons. Is everyone good with that?
It's always a
Sounds
good
good.
place to start when you're looking for
Yeah.
somebody. Go to the local watering hole.
Are we staying the night first and going, or straight?
Oh, wait, yeah. What time of day is it? I missed that.
So
I'm sorry.
by the time you get to Belliard, it will be evening.
Okay, so yeah, but we should definitely stay for the night.
Okay. All
So
right.
Maybe,
I will
maybe
go up
somebody
to
wants-
the.
Talk to the innkeeper, see if what their rates are, and if maybe they've seen these travelers, this delegation.
Okay.
Let's smooch with the bar.
Right. Okay. Yep. So the inn. All right. You head to the inn and tavern. And you are able to talk to the innkeeper here. And you learn, that you kind of learn a little bit of the history here. And you learn that the innkeeper's name is Theodore. And he says, "Well, welcome to the Watchful Night. What can I do for you? You gonna get rooms for the evening?"
Yes, and then I'll inquire about our, the missing party.
I didn't know that they were missing. I do remember the delegation traveling through here. Yes, they were, I believe, headed south. I'm not quite sure where. I mean, we get a lot of travelers through here, but I do remember the delegation, though. Yes. Yeah.
Do you remember anything odd happening while they were here?
Mm.
Any strange people approaching them, or
Not that I
anything?
know of.
Or were they odd?
No, they seemed pretty standard. I mean, they they seemed delegation, seemed pretty standard. There is, unfortunately a lot of, people out and about, so maybe something happened to them on the way there, but as far as, from here, seemed like they were pretty standard.
Have
I
there
know
been any?
they
sorry, continue.
they were transporting, from what I understand, they were transporting or seeing that a body of a very popular, or not popular, honored knight was being interred, but I don't remember exactly where. They said that they were taking him.
Do you happen to remember who the knight was?
I believe, if I remember, they said that he was one of the knights of Samular. But I'm not sure. You know what? I bet you, if I remember correctly, probably headed to Summit Hall. I think has something to do with those knights as well. So,
It's up at this Summit Hall.
well, there's quite a bit of things, but they're mainly there is the monastery down there, the Sacred Stone Monastery. It's there. it's down there, kind of in that same general area. But Summit Hall is down there too. So I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of that they would be headed on this road, would be one of those two places. I mean, the monastery or the hall. Now, the Summit Hall is yeah, if he was a knight of Sumilart, that would make sense, that it would be at Summit Hall. I think that's where because there was a monastery there as well. I think that's the one. It's either that or it's either Summit Hall or the Sacred Stone Monastery. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Summit Hall that was the monastery of the Knights of Summilar. I think. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. So if that is the case, that's probably where they were headed. But like I said, they seem to be, your traditional, delegation transporting, to take and, take a body in to be interred. I mean, as far as I know, anyway.
Okay. Well, in the interim, do you have any rooms available for the evening?
We do, in fact. I have, a couple of rooms available if you would like. Yeah, we can definitely get that taken care of for you. Yeah, we can definitely get that for you. You'd be looking at, let's see here. It would be a gold per room.
And in the room sleeps how many?
3 or 4 if you want to bed up. Otherwise, if you want to share beds. Otherwise, there's 2 beds a room.
Are you really you sure you can't think of anything else about the delegation? I mean, honestly, did they seem to talk to anybody in town? I mean, I see that this is a pretty happening place. Seem to have a lot of visitors. Did you happen to notice them talking to anybody by any chance?
Well, let's see. I'm not real sure. They kind of kept to themselves. They pretty quiet group. Yeah, see, they just kind of seem to keep to themselves. I think they well, they might have talked to the guys in the stable. They did have to keep the night, it didn't go into their room with them. So it might be maybe they talked to them. So you could go talk to the stable hand.
I think we will. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And one last thing.
Uh-huh.
I see. I mean, you've got quite a few guests here. It looks like you've got some patrons, but I don't see any entertainment. Do y'all have need for a performer? I mean, I'm always happy to help out a local business when I can. And
Sure, if you've got some tales to tell, you're more than welcome.
Oh, I would love to. Could possibly exchange those skills for
I'll give
one
you
of
a
the
room,
rooms?
of course.
Oh, you are a generous person. I appreciate that. So I'll be back in say 30 minutes.
Sure.
And I'll be up here for a while. To entertain your guests and see how things go.
Of course. That sounds like a wonderful plan.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you guys are welcome to go and talk to the innkeeper. If you are not to the innkeeper, to the stable hand. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was just telling you it is Craig, I was just letting you know it falls between the comfortable and wealthy inn.
Okay. And we're only paying for one now, so not so bad.
Yep. It helps when you have a bard in the party. Yep. All right. Okay. So with that, you can go and talk to the stable hand, and you are able to find a young, it seems kind of a younger human boy. We're talking like early teens. In there mucking out some of the horse stalls in there. And as you approach, you see him stop, and he says, "Oh, hello. How can I help you? Do you need to stable one of your animals?"
Well, we're actually looking for a little information we're hoping you can help us with.
Oh, well, I will certainly try. What kind of information are you looking for?
I understand a couple weeks back, a delegation came through transporting the remains of a knight.
Oh, okay, I remember them. Yeah.
You do?
Wonderful. Nice people. Yeah.
It seems that they may not have made it to their final destination, so we're hoping that maybe you might have heard something from them or talked to them about where they were headed and whether or not they'd expected any issues with their journey.
Oh, well, they said that they were taking this knight to get him his final resting place. Said that they were going to Summit Hall. That's the monastery of the type of knight that he was. They were they said something about going to see the lady that runs it. Lady, oh crap, what was her name? Lady, it was some type of weather thing. Lady, something to do with a weather thing and a piece of material or something. Crap. I'm usually really good at this. Oh, Lady Stormbanner. That's what it was.
Lady Banner, thank you.
Stormbanner. Yep, it was Storm because it's a weather thing, and Banner because it's a piece of material.
Yep. Nice. Thank you. That's very helpful. Did they happen to say anything else?
just that this guy was like super important, and he died a very honorable death, and that they they needed to take him to his, or they were tasked with taking him to his final resting place, and make sure that he got there, and was given the honorable burial. But other than that, no. Just that they were having a fairly good trip so far. I don't think they came from very far away. But yeah, just said that they were having a good good trip, and yeah. No.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And I will hand him a copper and say, and thank you for your time. You've been very helpful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been working on trying to be better with names, so.
You did a great job. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. So, is there anybody else that you guys would like to talk to within this town? Or anything else that you'd like to do?
I'm gonna go back into the inn.
Mm-hmm.
And tell my story of Snow White.
Okay. That's a good dwarven
Exactly.
based.
So I'm gonna go tell the story of Snow White.
Okay. I totally approve. Yes.
With accompanied with my my lute and my hand drum
of course.
for ambiance and suspense.
There you go. Okay. All right. So with that, you have a very nice evening stay within the tavern and inn here within Belliard, and yeah, you the next morning you can do what you decide, whatever you wish. Do you stay there? Do you move on? What do you do?
In the evening, while we were in the tavern, was it pretty full or was it fairly sparse?
It was actually a pretty full tavern. You notice that they seem to have a good crowd here.
If I was to wander around, just kind of eavesdropping, I'm listening for any conversation regarding the missing party, the delegation.
You do not hear any reference to them. Nope. I will say you do overhear, though, talk about, trouble in the area, about, some of the bandits and whatnot. Very, very similar to what you encountered in Red Lurch. So you get the feeling that whatever has been going on in the area, it is not just within Red Larch, but it's on this side of the Somber Hills as well.
So more possible bandits on the outskirts of the major towns, I guess? Is that
it seems. Yep.
Okay. Any references that might tie them with the characters we ran into at the Vale of Dancing Waters temple?
Not directly, no.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, no, not directly. Okay. All right. So with that, all right. Okay. Oh, dang, we're redeeming all the treat times apparently. That's the second treat time already. Jeez. Okay. Then they're over there. I forgot. But all right. So, yep. They'll get extra treat time at break because I forgot to grab them before I sat down. All right. So with that, let's see here. Let's see. I know, right? Okay. Let's see here.
We still have our guide. Do we still have our guide that took us through the Slumber Hills?
Mm-hmm. You do. I will say oh, thank you for that, Cindy. Cindy has been subscribed for 21 months. Awesome. Yay. I will say that you did overhear that let's see here. Let's see. One of the servers at the Watchful Night noticed a strange monk who wore a golden mask observing the delegation closely while they stayed at the Watchful Night. Now, the monk left a few hours before the delegation set out and hasn't been seen since.
Not seen before the delegation either? Or
Nope.
A stranger new to the area?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Even I'll give you this one. Even you notice, you overhear, you ask around and stuff, and a cattle driver met the delegation on the Desarian Road, which is the road south of town, about 10 miles or so south of town, a few hours after they left. Later that day, he saw a group of about 5 warriors in sky blue armor and white cloaks flying on giant vultures around the area. They flew overhead and turned south, heading in the same direction as the delegation. Yeah, he has no idea if it is related or not, but he knows that, that kind of happened.
Does that sound very much like the same group of flyers that we came across?
It sounds similar.
Similar to them, right? Or the other ones,
yep.
were they on vultures also? I think
they were not on vultures. Yeah, they were on something else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They were on something else. When this cattle driver is telling you this, his name is Anon. When he's telling you this, he's drinking at the Watchful Night and, telling this tale. You notice that the townmaster is also in the tavern drinking and stuff, and he kind of seems a little bit nervous as he overhears the cattle driver telling you about these flying monsters or giant vultures or whatever they were.
Can I insight check?
You can. Okay. You have a feeling that he is very nervous and about this, and you kind of call him on it, and he says, the warriors in blue armor and white cloaks, they've been seen near the spire called Feathergale. It's not too far from Red Larch. Yeah, they're let's just say they're kind of dangerous.
I was going to ask, is that the place where people typically avoid?
Yes. the Feathergale Society is, yeah. You know, they're very pretentious people in there.
I say, good to know. Thank you for the information.
Mm-hmm. So I would avoid there if I were you. Okay. So they tell you about this delegation of aerial riders that, you know, followed in the same direction as the delegation. You had the monk that left a few hours before the delegation, but was watching them closely while they were in the tavern. But yeah, so, all right. That is information that you have learned within Beliard.
And I might miss this on my notes. Did we find out how many days ago they were in Beliard when they left for Summit Hall?
Let's see here. Let's see here. It has been some time. It has been 10 days ago. So 20 days ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. By the time you guys get there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to do within town?
Nothing for me.
I might ask around, maybe the tavern to see if anybody else has heard of the Believers cult. See if they've heard any wind of that in this area.
Okay. No, it doesn't really seem like they've heard a lot about that. There is a bunch of like gossip about you know other, you know, theories and, you know, about the people that are around. There's some talk about some of the elemental people, the cults and stuff. There's talk about who those flying people could be. There's talk about you know, all kinds of different possibilities of things that could have you know, been causing all of this problems that have been happening around the area.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing that directly relates to that, though.
To that new group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So with that, if there is nothing else that you would like to do within Beliard, we will actually go ahead and move to the following morning, where you can head out if you would like.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
Can we long rest?
Yes, you long rest.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So with that, you head along the Dessarian road. That would be this road that is going from Beliard down. And it leads south through, the barren Sumber Hills. And on this first day, you do not meet any other travelers, but you do find evidence that the trail supports traffic. You see wagon ruts, mule droppings that prove that people do come this way on a regular basis. But you find nothing else until you are about 15 miles or so south of Beliard, when you spot a cloud of ravens and vultures circling a mile or so west of the trail.
These normal sized ravens and vultures? Or
They
those that
are.
not,
They are normal sized.
but he's riding them then, huh?
Nobody's riding them. No. Nope. Nobody is riding these vultures.
I think we should probably go check that out. See if
Oh.
there's bodies or something over there that they're interested in.
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay. So that would be that X. That is where you guys are.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you head about a mile or so off the road. In a small dell, you find the remains of a battle. A dozen dead soldiers lie on the ground, dressed in black surcoats, bearing an emblem of a red axe. Most appear to have died from battle injuries, although some lie in a small crater or jumbles of broken rock. Abandoned and looted wagons lie nearby. And as you get closer, you see a couple of broken trunks even sit on the ground by the wagons. 2 rock cairns, one large, one small, stand atop a hillside nearby. And I would very much appreciate it if everybody would give me a history check to see if you recognize the emblem of this red axe. And Andirian, please roll with advantage. There you go, much better. You rolled the first one before I could tell you to roll with advantage, so good job.
Yeah.
All right. So you, let's see, okay. All right. Those that got a 15 and above recognize it as a emblem of Mirabar. And they are represented. There is also, and I would like another round of history checks, please, because the large cairn contains the bodies of 5 dead bugbears dressed in leather armor with a strange triangular symbol on them. Okay. All right. Tuck, you're doing good on history check right there, buddy. You recognize it as the Earth Cult symbol. And the small cairn contains the body of a human woman in monk's robes with a strange golden mask shaped like a snarling gargoyle. The mask is made of gilded tin, and but unfortunately, none of you will recognize what that is the symbol of.
What was the triangle symbol again? Sorry,
so the Earth Cult. The Earth Cult. So, in other words, there are a dozen or so dead soldiers with the Mirabar logo. There is 5 dead bugbears with the Earth Cult emblem, and there's one human woman with a golden snarling gargoyle mask. Anyone who is a proficient with Arcana, give me an Arcana check to kind of make sense of this battlefield. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Yeah, there's, because you know that they're Earth Cult symbols, you assume that there might have been some Earth-based magic, but you're not quite sure if that's exactly what happened. But yeah. So none of the delegation, however, is here, and neither is the body of this knight that was supposed to be taken when traveling with them. But this was one hell of a fight site.
I'm not very good at tracking. Is anybody good at trying to figure out who might have attacked these people and where they might have gone?
I might be able to see if I can figure out where they went to or came from.
Okay. Give me survival checks. Crash and Foxora.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Damn!
Nice.
Damn.
Okay. Working together, you two are able to study the tracks in the area and learn that a large group of about 30 bugbears and humanoids, medium-sized humanoids, wearing boots, headed west into the hills. This trail, if you would like to follow it, you most definitely can. It is
I
with
think
those
that's our
two
only lead
rolls.
so far right now, guys.
With
I think we're gonna have
those
to.
two rolls, you definitely can follow this trail.
Do we feel like the delegation went that direction? I guess. Delegation? Did they have bugbears in their delegation?
They did not.
Wonder if they were taken prisoner and hauled up there, or just a random encounter.
You just hear me go, ugh, bugbears.
It is our only lead as far as where, if they traveled the same road, maybe they were part of this battle.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to, because right, like you said, it's our only lead we've got so far.
Yeah, I guess I'm okay, but we should probably be cautious. That's an awful lot of them.
No good story ever started with I was eating a salad.
It's true.
Why be cautious?
All right. Is there still enough time in the day that we could keep up to
There
that
is.
trail?
There is.
If we're going to go through the boxes and kind of the broken equipment stuff, is there anything of value or?
There is absolutely nothing of any value. Everything has been looted. Yep. It seems anything that was here has been taken already by that big group of people.
Be one of those large groups of bandits, that's for sure.
All right. So, with that, see how very clear the trail is? You can see the very clear trail. That's how clear it is.
I would say we're even weirdly seeing some dots on the ground.
I mean, right? With that natural 20 and the 21, yep, pretty much.
There's like these floating dots saying like little wisps. Just follow this.
Right. Exactly. Think very much like what was it? What movie was that? Brave.
Brave.
Where
the wisp.
Yep.
The wisp.
The little wisp.
Brave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
Yep,
just
pretty
magically
much.
appeared. Wow,
Magically.
Crash and Foxora. I think they want us to follow them.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, with that, the trail leads several miles to the banks of the Dessarian River in the middle of nowhere. But gorges in the bank show where several keel boats landed. And you, everybody, give me a perception check. You guys are doing really great today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. With that 19, you look across the river and you see a what looks to be the outline of some sort of building directly across the river.
How far across is it? Well,
Um,
how wide is the river? I
how
guess.
wide is the river? I mean, it is. You can kind of track and find a spot where you can cross.
Directly across from the keelboats, can we see if maybe this is a point of crossing and a trail that continues on from this side?
It looks like it might be. It looks like there is like a pathway directly across from where you guys are, as if there might be, and you kind of look across and you see that there are boats on that side of the river. Keelboats on that side of the river. It's as if they took them from one side of the river to the other.
Right.
Does it look like we can find a place that's passable without a
does.
boat?
It does.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, it's not going to be super easy, but you can do it, yes. You probably get wet, but you can do it, yes.
Taking a bath yet this month. I'm okay.
There you go.
You can fly, so I think you'll be okay.
That's true. That is true. That is very true.
That is true. Hadn't thought about it from that standpoint.
Player. So, if everyone else is getting wet, I can get wet too.
Okay. All right. So, with that, let's see here. Okay. So you are, yeah, you see that there is a small, group of keelboats along the other side of this river. Is
there anything in the boats when we get to them?
Nope. But there's enough that would have probably gotten 30 people or so across.
That's like a barge.
Well, I mean, there's like enough boats that they could have gotten them across.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Sorry. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
But you see that there is this small winding pathway that leads from the river up to what looks to be you catch sight of like this stone building.
I'd like to quietly head up to the stone building.
Okay.
Stealthily, staying to the shadows.
Okay.
Not being obvious, and see if I can't hear anybody as I get closer. Hear anybody talking or any noises at all. Fire, lights, that sort of stuff.
Okay. All right. Is anybody going with Foxora in this?
Do you want anybody else to come with you? I mean, I can be kind of quiet, but
I'm happy for the company.
Okay, then I need stealth rolls, please.
All right.
Dang, look at you being all stealthy and stuff.
All those years of sneaking out of my dormitory.
Right.
Paying off.
Finally, right? Finally paying off. Took long enough for it to pay off. All right. So
I learned something in school. That was it.
That was the thing, right? Nothing else, just that. It has nothing to do with all of the other things you learned, but just that. All right. So with that, the trail leads into an ever-narrowing defile between bluffs of wind-sculpted sandstone. As you get closer, the walls draw in so closely that you reach out and you can touch either side. You feel like this might not be the easiest way to be stealthy to get a close look. and it is through this narrow space that opens into a hidden canyon in the heart of the hills that you see the top. You guys kind of saw like the top of this stone building in the distance, and it is now that you get closer that you see this sprawling monastery with dark, narrow windows and red tiled rooftops stands in the middle of this natural amphitheater, ringed by sandstone cliffs all around. And you see ahead of you a weathered set of stone steps seems to lead up to the doors of this monastery.
So I think we should probably go back and tell the rest of the party about this.
Yeah. Is there, from where we're looking, does it look like there's any other maybe entrances around this monastery from where we can see, or is it pretty much a narrow path to get up there?
So it is a narrow path that brings you right to these stairs. And then once you come into this, then you would be able to possibly go around and look.
Okay.
But you do notice that there's the two doors, and then there is a set of windows on this wall that you can see.
Okay. Anybody standing outside
You do not
the doors?
see anybody, but there is a dusty footpath that kind of seems to circle around the building.
Okay.
The plain doors seem to be made of pretty solid wood.
We don't see anybody, which is
You do not see anybody.
might be a good sign that they're inside, but they could also be patrolling, looking for more travelers. All right, well, let's go back to the party and relay this information, and then maybe we can all come back up here and what to do.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. So with that, you go back to your party and you let them know all about what is going on. And you can make a plan for what you would like to do. Now the question is, what's the plan?
Do we want to use the direct approach, or do we want to try and infiltrate?
I'm not very stealthy.
I'm not either. As y'all could probably see, I'm not.
Contrary to your role, you're not very stealthy.
No, I'm not a very stealthy person by any stretch of the imagination. Well, I can be stealthier, but then I'm also a lot squishier.
It's true.
That armor comes in handy sometimes. Ooh, speaking of which, I should probably cast that right now. I'm gonna cast mage armor.
Okay. Uh-huh. Good call. Good call. All right. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? What is the plan? How are you going to try to find these people? Or whatever you're going to do.
Does our guide, would he happen to know this area well enough to know what this monastery used to be for? Or does it look like it's an active monastery?
He said he will tell you that he, I mean, it's supposed to be the Sacred Stone Monastery. He knows there's maybe some monks and stuff, but he has no idea. He's never been over here. And he's not going close enough to be
Right.
in them. Yeah.
Y'all
didn't pay him enough for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, we promised not to put him in danger. We did make that promise.
We probably, we left him on by the boats.
By the river.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we know that, or we've heard there's a Lady Stormbanner that he kind of.
That was at no, not this one. At the other one, at the
Summit Hall.
Summer
I
Hall.
thought you said that was at the Sacred Stone Monastery.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. The other one. the innkeeper told you about this location, but he didn't know if this was where the delegation was. He said it was either this one or the other one, but he wasn't sure which one they went to.
Well, it turned out so well the last time we went to his temple, or so let's just knock on the door and see what happens again, huh?
For the direct approach.
If that's what you guys want to do?
Yep.
Okay, I like it. All right. What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. All right.
People
So-
appreciate directness.
Sometimes. Okay. All right, you go up to the door here and you knock. And a small panel in the monastery's front door slides open, and someone wearing a golden mask peers out. And the mask is fashioned in the shape of a scowling gargoyle. But the hand that opened the panel seems human enough anyway. From beneath the mask, a female voice says, "Yes, what do you want?"
But we're looking for our friends. We think they might have gotten lost. And thought maybe they may have checked in here looking for directions.
Nope, no. Nobody's been around here asking for directions.
They had a...
Don't. Your friends are not here.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
What is this place?
It's a monastery. The Sacred Stone Monastery.
I believe she's being truthful that our friends aren't.
Give me an insight check. Yep, totally.
I'll give it a try.
You know, she's hard to read. That mask doesn't give away a whole lot. But from her voice, it sounds like she's being truthful. Sorry.
We've been
Can't help
traveling all
you.
day. Any chance you might be able to take us in at least to rest our feet?
I'm sorry, we're
and some
not allowed
water?
to do that. Nope, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna step
Give
back.
me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Well, if I'm
With
helping,
advantage,
I say if I'm
yeah,
helping her?
with
Yeah,
advantage.
Whoa.
You see, go ahead and roll it one more time. Go crit fish on that one. Nope, okay. It was worth a try. You see that a second person kind of leans over and whispers in their ear, and the first one, the one that was talking to you, says, "Okay, I suppose you can come into the main, the lobby here, and that's as far as you are allowed to go, but you can come out of the elements."
Thank you. That is very generous of you. We really appreciate it.
And
Oh, yeah.
you see that they open up the doors, and you see there are two monks. They place themselves within front of the other two doors that are here. This azure hall is finished in irregular blocks of dark basalt that form natural columns along the walls. The doors of the monastery's front entrance face south. The doors of the while the interior doors lead east and west. And you see that there is a set of windows that are directly across from the front doors, and you can through them see another set of doors, as if it's some kind of like courtyard or hallway or something.
Okay, I'm going to lean over to Tuck and ask him to talk to the two of them. And I'm
no,
actually going to
Craig,
lean to...
I can't hear you. Okay.
Oh no,
I
we lost
Right.
him again.
Yep. His mic doesn't want to cooperate again, it seems.
Oh,
Yeah, it goes in and out.
There we go.
There we go. So I will lean over to Moonshine and Tuck and ask them quietly if they could go talk to our two monk guys.
Okay.
And while they're doing that
Mm-hmm.
and distracting them, I'm hoping, I am going to cast Charm Person at 2nd level so I can target both of them.
Okay. All right.
I
By
have
the
my
way,
notepad
they-
and my pencil out.
They gave me some pretty awesome artwork.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool? I mean,
Cool.
right? I'm like, so if nothing else, I'm super excited to have this book so that I can have some super cool cult artwork
Right?
for any other campaign.
No more
Because there's
generic cultists.
Right? Exactly. My generic cultist can have some attitude now. All right. Wisdom saves from the two monks. Okay. Okay. I see what happened in here. Okay. Let's see. All right, we're gonna toggle that off. Wisdom save. So left, and then right.
Right is good.
Right is good.
Right is not charmed by me.
Nope. Nope. But the other one is.
Okay, so I will go talk over to the left guy.
Okay. You did
And-
notice when you guys came to talk to them, they did take steps back to be directly in front of the doors.
Yeah.
So you do get that they are very much trying to guard the doors here.
Okay, so while I'm going to talk to the left guy and ask him what is this place? Can you tell me something about it? I'm really curious what y'all do here.
Sure. We're this is the home of the cultists or of the monastery.
Can you go into greater detail? This architecture is amazing.
Well, we are here to spend our days in meditation and rigorous exercises of self-discipline. Of course.
What's behind you? That room that door is very interesting looking. I'm sure it's must go to a very fascinating room.
Not really. It goes to the dorms. We don't allow anyone into the rest of the monastery. I'm sorry to say.
Not us. I mean, we're nice. We're really looking for some really good ideas to take back to our friends. They like this type of architecture. We just want to be able to show them, like, oh, look at these buildings we came across on our travels.
I mean, you have to be recruits to if you're here to join up, that that would be different. But
what does it take to be a recruit?
Well, I mean, you would need to vow to meditate and to self-reflect and to make sure and follow the rules of the order and all of that stuff. I mean, Corbo would tell you all of those things if you'd really like.
Hmm.
If you think that that would be something that you'd be interested in.
Who's Warvo?
That's the the person in charge, of course.
Oh, this definitely sounds like an interesting person we should meet. Could you introduce us?
Well, I suppose I could. I mean, if you guys are all, potential
Oh, we're
potential
definitely
recruits.
potentials. Yes.
Potential, yes.
Yeah, we're definitely potential.
Well, I suppose so. And you see, they kind of turn to the other and says, I'm gonna take him to go meet them. And you see the other person is like, are you sure about that? And I'm like, yeah. They're gonna be recruits. It'll be fine.
Your leader is gonna be so happy with you. You got 6 new recruits today. I bet you that's gonna be some sort of record.
Maybe. And you see they open up the door behind them, and they step through and says, follow me this way.
And I gladly follow behind.
Okay.
And you just stay right here. We'll be right back in no time.
All right, and they follow the pathway along, and you see there's many doors. This place likes doors. It's a thing. And they open up, going through here. They come to this this hallway, and there's 2 doors. They go into this one, and you see, as if you follow along with them, following this direction, you see this long, narrow court is paved in red sandstone. To the north is a set of double doors. It's copper-sheathed doors emblazed with a triangular symbol. And then there is the, doors to the left and right, to the east and west. And then the narrow windows that pierce the south wall. There are statues that are along this wall as well, that look to be gargoyles, which match the masks that these people are wearing. And you see this person comes and she's like, please follow me.
Gladly.
Yep. So all of you are following. Is everybody following along?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just checking. Just want to make sure. All right. And she will open up the next set of doors. And you immediately see this very large room open up. You see, and she will step through, and as she does, you see, she goes, Corbo, I have people that they're recruits. As she steps up, and this other gentleman steps forward. You see this room. There are 4 large columns of natural rock that dominate this room. A wide set of stairs descends into darkness in the center of the room, in front of a slab-like stone altar. A large copper-sheathed door stands in the middle of the south wall, which you guys just came through, and smaller doors exit to the east and west. 2 narrow windows in the north wall admit thin fingers of light from the outside. Above the altar, a triangular symbol has been chiseled into the heavy stone blocks of the wall. And you see, as he steps forward, he says, please join us. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
The invite.
Those masks, they're lovely.
Thank
do
you.
you guys make them yourself?
Yes. And he said, as soon as all of you have stepped in, you see that the two others that are or that kind of seem to come up with him, just barely. But then he turns to the one who brought you in and says, "Please return to your post." And she kind of bows to him and she walks back out and returns to her post. And you are hoping that she is not pissed off when she becomes uncharmed.
That's why I tried to point out all the good things she was going to get out of it.
Uh-huh.
Meeting the recruit quota.
Uh-huh. And as she leaves, you see she closes the door behind her. And he says, "Now, why do you think you are worthy to be a member of this monastery?" As he seems to kind of he looks and he's like, gives this little smile and fairly welcoming, and as a someone in charge of talking to recruits and stuff.
Well, I love the color gold, and I look good in some masks.
Okay.
I say we have heeded the path to the call of righteousness.
Interesting.
And I play a mean lute.
Okay.
What is it you all do up here, your monk studies?
Well, we believe that that there are both very good and very bad things that happen in the world, and if we are able to work with what Mother Earth has given us, we are able to provide for the good and fight the bad.
I'm all about fighting for good. There's just way too much bad in this world that anything we can do to help would be great.
Well, I have another question for you then. What is your greatest failing?
Well, for me, I tend to just jump full in, both feet, and trust my instincts to through things, and that does fail me sometimes.
And he kind of turns to the rest of you and says, "And you?"
Would probably have to be, I have a disagreement on a regular basis with honesty.
Okay.
I'm suspicious of strangers and often expect the worst of them.
Okay. That is not always a bad thing, but I get it. And he kind of turns to Crash and Tuck. "And you? What is your failing? Your greatest failings?"
Wow, I really want to quote Conan right now. So...
Right? I was waiting for somebody to do it.
That would be very fitting for.
It would be very fitting.
Crash for sure.
Actually, I look at him and I go, "Do you know the definition of nemesis?"
I do. Do you?
Yes.
Is that your
It
greatest
is.
failing?
It can be.
Interesting. And he turns to Crash and he says, "And your greatest failing?" Man overboard. Okay.
Crash can't swim.
That's fair.
Pretty
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. Well, it seems that perhaps you might be fitting to join such a prestigious monastery as ours. It seems that you might be a good fit here, although we don't tend to just accept anyone who walks in off the street, as it were. But, well, I would like everyone to please roll me a deception check.
Mother of pearl.
Good job, Foxora.
Oh, thank you.
Good job, Tuck.
See, I'm being deceitful. I actually said the thing that was my greatest failing.
I know.
Okay.
I know, but how are you guys doing with
being a recruit?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do we feel sincere enough about that?
Yeah. It's how does he feel that you are being sincere in the wanting to be a recruit or not? I would say you're not doing a real good job on that, Foxora.
That is very true.
We just
Okay.
went sideways.
Considering you just charmed the doorkeep.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay. He says, well, it seems that you may in fact be a great fit for our group. So much so that I think that you, since you have been so honest with me on your greatest failings, that you might skip our first trial, which we usually start our recruits with a period of self-denial and reflection. But it seems that you all have already done such a great job of reflecting upon your own failings, as it were, that I believe that you do not need this time, and that your time would be served better elsewhere. And he kind of nods to the two guards, and they step back. And he takes a step. Yeah, they kind of move back a little bit, and he says, our monastery is not just the single floor, but also down below, where you will find the true leader of this monastery does their greatest work. And I believe that it is time for you to meet them. You may proceed down below, as only those who have passed the first test may go down. Congratulations.
Does it feel like he's truly
Give me an insight check.
Did the deception check work?
All right, let's go. I just run down the stairs.
Did the deception check work? I mean, I rolled
so
insight for him, and he rolled really terrible on some of them.
Okay.
Ironically, at one point I rolled a 2. So he seems genuine in that, he says, proceed down below.
But you were inciting us?
Well, yeah, that was
It's
the deception.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's deception against his insight. Yeah.
Okay, proceed down the stairs.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm skipping all the way down.
All right. Is
We're
anybody else?
walking hand in hand.
I appreciate
I'll do
you.
the same thing.
Okay. All right. Crash, you too? All right. Okay. As you all are on these stairs, you feel the stairs literally fall out from underneath you as this guard walks over and pulls that lever that is there. And you all fall down
I fly.
the stairs. Well, yes, but I mean the stairs literally fall out from underneath.
Oh, okay. It's one of those stairs turn into a slide type thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. Never mind. I enjoy the ride.
Okay.
Whee!
All right. So with that, you are now down below, and you find yourselves within another room. You find yourselves within. Let's see. Let me scroll down here. The floor of this large chamber consists of loose red earth. A column of natural stone stands near the middle of the room, and a row of sturdy iron bars with a sliding cage door that is currently up walls off the western portion of the room. A door of iron plate stands on the western wall behind the iron bars, with a similar door exiting to the east. And the south is the set of stairs that you just fell down. And it is in that cage that is open that you see a creature as it literally lumbers out of the cage. It is a monstrous creature that resembles a cross between a huge ape and a beetle. It has wicked manacles, powerful claws, and 4 eye sockets. But 2 of its eyes have been put out, and its claws have bronze blades. The creature bellows and thrashes in rage, constantly hitting the bars until it finds its way to the entrance of its cage. And those stairs are no longer stairs. They are a ramp, therefore not climbable to go back up.
How far down did we go?
You slid down 20 feet.
Okay.
And I would like it if you would all please roll initiative, as this creature is preparing to attack you. Oh, that was terrible roll. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. All right. So we've got Foxora, we've got Crash, we've got my guy. All right. Okay. With that, we all kind of rolled terrible, guys. I just want to point that one out. We all kind of rolled terrible. All right. With that, we have our fight. So, let's go.
Oh, it didn't put me on.
It
I had
did not
15.
put you on.
I thought I
Okay.
clicked on myself.
All right. Well, then you actually get to go first if you're 15. Yep.
Yeah, 15.
All right. You get to go first.
Well, I suspect there's no talking to this, so.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Yeah.
He's a very tortured dude.
I fling out the trusty Warhammer and
Mm-hmm.
charge forward.
Okay.
And take a swing.
Go for it. All right, a 13 does not hit. It gleams off of this very tough beetle type natural armor that this guy has.
Oh joy!
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
And that's it for me. No, that's
All
it
right,
for me.
Crash. All right, you got this, Crash. By the way, in case anybody was wondering, your deception check did not work.
Yeah. I think I figured that one out.
Yeah.
The nerve of the smoke.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I dare say he's very untruthful.
I mean, right? Yep. Totally friendly, right, Ghost? Totally friendly. All right. So, okay. Dexterity check. Well, that was a weird roll.
Oh.
Okay, so that is a 13, so he will take half of that, so he will take 1 point of damage. Okay. And Crash is raging. Alright. Okay, you do not have Emboldening Bond because he is not here. Alright, so a 12 will not hit. Alright. Okay, Foxora.
Okay, I will cast Bless on... See, I'm going to cast it on Moonshine and
Okay.
Dorian and Tuck.
Okay.
And then I am going to fly up 10 feet.
Okay.
And then proceed over 15.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, that's because that's not me, Cindy. I'm like, why is that not working? Because that's not me. Okay, so right there.
By the way, you are at the top of the ceiling. They're 8-foot ceilings.
Okay, so I'm
So,
all the way up. And
you're all the way up.
Actually, I'm gonna go to full 20 feet.
Okay.
So that's my full movement, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Yep. So down here in this bottom part, they're 8 foot tall.
Okay.
So, all right, Moonshine.
Well, I don't want to get too close to creepy, snappy, clawy thing.
Sorry.
So I'm going to give my hand a little bit, and this nasty hand pulls out of the ground, and I'm going to try and hit it with a chill touch.
Okay. That will not hit. Nope.
Pretty tough.
He is real tough. Yep.
I don't want to get cornered here, so I'm kind of following Foxora's lead. 5. 10,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay maybe right here.
All right. So it is his turn. He's got 2 people right there. He will take a let's see. He's going to go mandibles against Crash. Nope. And a claw attack against Tuck. Nope. Okay, dude, you are tortured, but you don't need to be that tortured. All right, and Darian.
I'm going to cast Compelled Duel on it.
Okay. All right, so
I'm going to stay where I am, kind of, on the steps. I'm a little elevated.
well, you're at the bottom of, like, it's a ramp now. So, all right, what is your spell save?
It's not good, but 12.
Nope, he makes it.
Isn't restricted. So does that mean he's still compelled? He just doesn't move towards me? If I'm reading this right?
No, you. All right. No, you are attempting to compel him. He is not compelled. Alright. So, let's see here. One creature you can see on a fail that is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and must make a save each time it attempts to move to a space that's more than 30 feet away from you. If it succeeds on that save, the spell doesn't restrict its movement. So no, if he would have failed the original save, then he would be compelled to only attack you. He did not fail that.
This is an all or nothing spell. I'm getting rid of it then. It's useless.
Well, it's good if he fails that first one. So,
okay.
Yeah.
A waste of a spell slot.
Yeah. That's the kicker, is he has to fail the first time. If he fails the first time, then it works. Yep. Because he doesn't, let's see. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, it's one of those that it can work really well if it fails that. So do you want to move? Oh, did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'll just slide over to pretty much right there. I mean, I can't really attack him from this way, so.
Okay. Tuck, that brings us to you.
Swing again.
Okay. So that is a 19, and that will hit him.
All right.
All right, 7 points of damage to this guy. Okay. Crash. Okay. He takes 1 point of damage. $16 will not hit him. But you did 1 point of damage. Yay! Alright, Foxora, what do you got?
Okay, I am going to Toll the Dead on him.
Okay. Come on, buddy.
I gets it.
Yep.
No damage.
He's no damage. Moonshine.
Well, I will use my bonus action to give Bardic Inspiration to Crash.
Okay. That's probably a good plan, because he's having trouble over there. Alright.
I'm going to try and hit this creature one more time. Another 16.
Nope.
So, nope. And I'm going to move over to this door and check it. Is it locked? I should be able to check as a free action.
You are able to check as a free action. And let me see here. It is not locked.
Okay, I haven't opened it yet, but I will. I'll yell. This door doesn't seem locked.
Okay. This guy will again do a mandible attack on Crash. Oh no. Well, at least you get to take half that. Okay. And then a claw attack on Tuck.
Ew, that hits.
Okay. Alright. Andirian.
So with those two in front of the creature, there's no way I can attack him, right? Unless I go on to here.
You would, yeah. And this is just loose ground. It's not necessarily, any of a problem. It's just loose earth.
Okay. In that case, I'll go to here.
Okay.
And then I will, attack him.
Okay. No. Even with your D4 from Bless, it's not going to help you. So, just for reference, you're looking for an 18 to hit. All right. Anything else that you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Tuck.
Yeah, wow, okay. Take another swing.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh.
So that is a 16 that will not hit. Crash. Just gonna preemptively roll my deck save. Yep. Wow. Okay. It's taking another point of damage. Alright. Alright, Crash, you can do this. You have Bardic Inspiration. You can do this. And you're going Reckless, okay? Alright. You can do this. 20 will hit. So 17 points of damage. You finally get it to connect. Alright. Anything else you want to do there? Okay, if not, Foxora, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to. Cast Catapult upon one of my nets.
Okay.
And
all right.
So he needs to make a Dex 13. Low. That is not low.
That is not low.
Okay. But he still takes half damage.
He does. He does.
But it sort of just scathed him and it didn't restrain him. Yep. So
he's now wearing a net for a hat.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to move or are you gonna stay there?
I'm gonna move over to the door.
Okay. Moonshine.
I don't know if we want to go through this door yet. My friends are still tangled up over there, but yeah, I'm gonna grab my wand out of my robe and point it at the creature and use one of the charges.
Okay.
Want me to roll it 3 times, or how do you
Nope,
want me to?
it's all good.
Okay.
So that is at level 1, so that is going to be 9 points of damage. All right.
And I'll say, should we open the door, or do we think there might be more on the other side? To Foxora.
Okay. All right. He's going to, with advantage, go after Crash because you rolled. Okay, so I believe that 17 will hit you. All right, and then he's going to I'm gonna roll the dice here. Tuck, odds or evens?
Even.
All right, Andarian it is. All right. Andarian, that is 26 to hit you for 14 slashing as the claw comes across and hits you. All right.
I don't think you've rolled like less than a 20 in this battle.
Well,
the first round did.
The first round they couldn't hit with nothing. All right, Andarian, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll swing my sword at him, and if I connect, I'll use a Divine Smite.
Okay. You have a D4.
Oh, okay.
So you're looking for a 3 or 4? Nope.
Of course.
It was worth a try. Tuck.
Swing away.
All right, go for it, buddy. No.
Maybe not.
You're the one who can't roll worth nothing. All right, Crash, come on, you can do this. Are you doing reckless again? Yep, okay. Oh, that was a good roll. Okay. That is dexterity. Nope. Alright, so he's gonna take 2 points of damage this time. That's twice as much as he took last time. Alright. And that will be an additional 13. Alright. You're whacking away at him. You're getting those. It's kind of, it's very reminiscent of using like the claw cracker for lobster or crab. You're getting there. You're making progress. All right, Foxora, what are you doing? Are you guys opening the door, or are you fighting the guy?
Nope. I am following Moonshine's lead, and since Moonshine hasn't opened it yet, I'm gonna keep attacking.
Okay.
So I am gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay. There you go. 2 points of damage.
Woohoo! Big spender.
I know, right? Oh, I don't know if the rest of you guys heard. We figured out why it rolls twice the damage dice. It does that because in case it rolls a natural 20, the dice are already rolled.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and also it just looks really cool to have lots of dice.
It does. That is very true. And
by the way, that has been bothering me for literal years now, in case anybody was wondering.
And that's gonna be. Oh wait, no, actually, never mind. Nope, that's gonna be it because I already cast the spell. Okay, that's it. Thanks.
All right, Moonshine. Do you open the door, or do you not?
It looked like the door is narrow enough that the creature could not follow us if we went through it.
Maybe.
He's bulking and covered in armor.
He is.
Armor, right?
He is. So maybe. But I will put it this way. You know that large creatures can go through medium-sized doors.
Yeah, and it's a medium-sized door. It's not a small door. Okay.
Nope.
No getting away from the Rancor. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to hit with another charge of Magic Missile. Oh,
okay.
Awesome roll.
All right. Yep. Totally awesome roll. You want the other of those dice that rolled.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I crack the door open, though, and peek through to see what I see on the other side?
Sure. You know what? I'm going to give you what the dice rolled instead of what the thing said. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm good with that.
Oh, well, thank you.
It makes more sense since it is rolling all 3 of the die. You crack the door open and see all of the other monsters right behind it. It's an empty hallway.
Just say, and I quickly shut the door.
No, it's an empty hallway.
I will relay that back. It feels like there's another passage out of here.
Okay.
It'll follow us probably. Okay, that's it.
All right. It is his turn, and again, because you went reckless, we're going against Crash. That will definitely hit. And then we'll let the dice decide. Andirian, odds or evens?
Evens.
Dang. Okay. All right. Oh.
And I'm down on yet again.
Okay. So. Come on. Let me click on the thing. Alright. Okay. So, I need a death save. Okay. That is 1 failure.
Even Bless wouldn't help on that.
Nope. All right. Tuck.
Oh man. Yeah. Shoot.
Oh, so close. It's an
Oh,
18, and that's a 17. All right,
yeah.
Crash. He is bleeding. He's not, you know, bloodied, but he is bleeding. Although he's not bleeding as much as Andarian at the moment. What you doing, Crash? Okay. Okay. It's like this monster was put down here to, attack things that fall down the stairs. Okay. Alright, so what are you following that up with, Crash? This is the question that we are all waiting for. You're gonna grab him and run? Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna definitely take a chunk out of him, and he is officially bloodied now. Because that was one hell of a hit. For 15 points of damage. He is barely standing. Alright, Foxora, what do you got?
Okay, I'm going to fly to right here.
Okay.
And then I am going to pour a potion of healing down into
Okay.
Andorian's open mouth.
Alright, so you are coming back with 7 points of healing. Alright. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright, Moonshine.
Alright, I'm gonna move forward 5, 10. Behind this rock here, 15. I think that puts me in range. 21. And I'm gonna look at the creature and go, you probably don't understand this, but you're awful funny looking, and I think sometimes you look a little bit like a squirrel, and for whatever reason, I'm hoping it finds it funny.
Kind of looks like a squirrel. Yeah, that's what you're going with, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, jokes aren't my thing.
They're not his. He doesn't understand. But he is knocked prone. As he is... So, it's weird to have this thing that is part beetle, part gorilla thing laughing. Alright. Well, actually, let's see here. Yeah, no, he's got the intelligence to make it, so...
So I was hoping for. I was like, I don't know if he's got it. I was hoping he would, but...
Yep. Okay. He is incapacitated, which means he gets to make another save at the end of his turn. Which is an 11 is still not enough. Alright. Andarian, would you like to stand up? Alright. So, Andarian, it is your turn, and this thing is laying down right next to you.
I'll swing my sword at it.
Okay, you standing up?
Yeah, I'm standing up.
Okay. Alright, you have advantage on this attack. That will hit. And that will be enough to take him out.
Yay.
As as you come back up to consciousness, wake up, stand up, and just take your sword to it. You find one of those spots that Crash has been hitting, and you just shove your sword right into it, and you finish this guy off. So, with
Okay.
that,
How's everybody looking?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm not looking my best today, but
Okay. I'm thinking we should hole up in this hallway, guys, for a short rest. But while we're doing that, I will regularly cast Druidcraft to make sounds of small animals, to make faint odors of skunk, to make puffs of wind, anything to make it sound like there's still battle going on down here.
okay. Sure.
Do we think that would, I mean, obviously we'll probably have to make a deception or something because it's going to be
something.
deceiving. It's going to be deceiving.
Okay. If that's what you'd like to do.
I
Is
will
that what you
also
guys wanna do?
cast Thunderclap a couple times too.
Okay.
Do y'all like that idea?
Yeah, I think those that are hurt pretty bad should definitely rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to use my famous minor illusion, cast a little pile of
rock?
dirt right next, a rock right next. Is this like a monolith or something in the middle of the room?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah.
Any markings on it or anything?
Give me a perception check. Okay, you look around and you do not see any writing on this piece of column that is in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Nope.
To study or learn from. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, maybe we figure out a way to get inside that hallway and maybe block the doors.
Okay. Sure. You can do that. All right. So with that, you guys head into this small hallway, and you go in. You kind of figure out the best way to block the door, and you proceed to take a short rest. And with that, we will actually take a moment to take a short rest here too, and we will be back in just a few minutes. All right, and welcome back to Demas Adventurers Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. So here's the thing. You guys did a deception check. I don't think they trust you. No, I don't think it works so well, as they sent you down the stairwell and literally pulled the stairs out from underneath you and put you into a fight with a tortured Umber Hulk. I don't think they trust you. Just a feeling I have. So, with that, you guys took a short rest. You can go ahead and if I believe you have already rolled your dice, and make sure you add that extra D6 from Foxora, so extra 6. And yeah, this is a question: is what do you do next? Foxora, I believe Bless is gone now. Yep. So, all right, Bless is gone. Rage is gone. But, and so is the Bardic Inspiration, because that was 10 minutes. So, all right. Get rid of all of those. What would you guys like to do? Yep. What would you like to do?
Is the door open? Is it unlocked? Is this door unlocked?
It is.
Crack it open to peek through.
Okay.
What's on the inside?
You crack open this door, and you see that it leads to another room. And let's see here. Let me get the exact wording here. This barrel vaulted chamber is obviously, as you look in, an ancient crypt. As you see a bunch of niches along the wall holding dozens of old skeletons, some with scraps of burial cloth still clinging to their bones.
Well, I don't think this is their powder room, but there's a lot.
And you do see a very highly decorated tomb down at the other end. A very magnificent sarcophagus, to be specific.
Do I sense or hear or see anybody walking around in this room?
You do not.
Well, coast looks clear for now.
I pull out my lantern of revealing.
Okay.
Just to be on safe side, make sure there's nothing invisible out as well.
Okay. You do not see anything invisible.
Okay.
As you enter, you see and kind of get a little bit of a better view. The sarcophagus is carved in the image of a human knight with a long beard. And there is an inscription carved across the front of it. But you have to get closer in order to see that.
Well, I'm going to try and go quietly open the door and sneak in a little bit.
Perfect. You feel extremely stealthy.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Made it myself.
Right. As you sing the song, being stealthy. Yep. That works well. Crash is going to tell you he is going to watch this door, make sure nobody else comes up from behind you guys. So you can go in and look around.
Right. You got the fancy lantern. Do you see anything? Is that lantern glowing at all?
It only can see up to 30 feet in front of me, but the next 30 feet were crystal clear as far as invisible people goes.
So, up to there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No invisible people in the first section of the room. And you kind of look and you see there's some skeletons and stuff around. Just, yeah.
look like they're.
Well,
propped
I will
in
say
that
I
position.
just ruined our stealth though. Just so y'all know.
You did.
I literally just lit a lantern in here.
Right.
They look to be like, from what you can see, like the burial cloth and stuff kind of leads you to believe these might be priests and monks.
They're not like, they don't just like randomly thrown around, like, do they look
No.
positioned ceremonial?
No.
In some
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to get very close to those things. Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, it looks like there was some more room for additional sarcophagus over here. But, yeah.
Coming to here, do I see this door? Is
You
this
do
the door?
see that door. You do.
Okay, so I will motion to everyone else that I see a door, and and then I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay.
Do I see any like, does it have a door handle and stuff like that?
It does.
And
Traditional door.
Jiggle the handle and see if it's unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Okay. Looks like another hallway.
Yep.
Well, I'll point back towards Crash and message the direction we're going. So
Okay.
here's which way we're going.
Okay.
All right. You going through the door?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You go through the door, and it will lead you to a T intersection here. Or, you see that there is a door straight ahead of you, and then it goes to the left and right.
Okay, I'm going to quietly go to right here and just peer down both sides of the hallway.
Okay. That is about as far as you can see either way.
Okay.
We hear anything, or is it just pretty quiet now? Here?
It is pretty quiet down here. Yep. Okay. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess there isn't a whole lot hidden.
Okay, you're headed that way?
You want to go to the door? Okay, I'll follow
Yeah.
Andorian to the door.
Okay. Alright. So you head to this door. Okay. Alright. This door is not locked.
I'll open it.
Okay. You open this door and immediately see that it is occupied. And you see there are 3 Orogs and an ogre. And as you open the door, one of the Orogs, the one that is right next to you, says, "The pass sign."
I try to intimidate him and say that it's just unnecessary for me. Ask me again and I'll break your arms or something like that.
Sure. Give me an intimidation roll. No. Mm-mm. And it is with that we roll initiative again.
Okay, I'll just
This-
Initiative.
yell
Uh-huh.
back. Battle.
Uh-huh. And so with this initiative, we're going to, all right. Just for reference, I'll give you what else is in there. You see a large well sits in the corner of the room, equipped with a winch and bucket mechanism for fetching water. Doors enter from the north, west, and south. Several dirty straw pallets lie tucked into the corners of the room, including one very large and stinky pallet. And it is with that initiative, that we will call it for today. As I'm not going to make you guys do another combat right now. With it as close to
2 people.
yeah, with it as close to 9 o'clock as it is. Nope. All right. Well, thank you guys so very, very much. I appreciate your hanging out with us here within DMS Adventures Tavern. All right. So we will be back here for the continuation of this next Monday. So join us for that. All right. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and change that over, and let's see who is on. You know what? We're just gonna call it for tonight. We're not even gonna worry about trying to raid out. So thank you so much for hanging out here within DMS Adventures Tavern, where adventure is always on the menu. See you next time, and if not before Saturday, make sure and join us Saturday for an Extra Life themed or Extra Life charity stream game. So we'll see you then. Thanks, guys.